you know where you are. You're in Duskfall, home to the downtrodden, the corrupt, and the desperate, where wealth and reputation reign supreme, and criminals fight tooth and nail for our share. Law and order round here is a myth, and don't you forget it. I do know one thing, there's a new gang in town, but I think the system will eat them alive.
Hello everybody, how are we all doing today? Hello everybody in YouTube land. I have no idea when this will finally get out, but at some point you might see our beautiful faces again.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Okay, if it's that bad, fair enough. Leave a comment down below when you're watching this. Just tell us a date, because, you know, it's interesting. And subscribe, obviously, and like the video, and all those wonderful things that you should be doing, because I said so. Welcome back to Blades in the Dark. Hello to everyone in chat. Hello, Danish Ranger. Thank you, Amanda Bell, for the wonderful subscription. Do appreciate that. It is my affiliate, Amanda Bell. Jenna, probably.
I know.
I'm just checking. You never know who you can. Right? You never know. And of course, Lolly is in chat. Hello, everybody. Are we all excited for our Wednesday evening Blades in the Dark session? How are we all doing, players? You all okay?
I love crime. I absolutely adore it. I love it. It's so
That's not
Moorish.
even anything to do with Blades in the Dark.
Dude,
No,
it's like
just
crunchy
general.
nut to me, honestly. I just can't get enough.
It's like a white Twix.
Oh, well, you know,
Mythical.
crime exists at least.
Yeah,
so.
white Twix is unheard of. All right, okay. So, hi. Basically, how we all doing? Right. So, let's see who our players are and how much they remember from our last session. My favorite part to see what people remember.
No.
It's always fun. Okay. Let's start with Cal.
I genuinely can't remember.
It's okay.
I cannot remember.
I'll even give you an error of forgiveness here because the YouTube video from last session isn't live yet because I haven't uploaded it.
I genuinely did. I'm assuming, I'm going out on a limb here. We did some crime.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're already making progress. So,
We did a bit of crime.
hold on. I'm going to ask you just a single question. I'm not asking for a full recap. Don't spoil it for others. First up, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and tell us what you were asked to steal last session. That should be relative. That's a softball question, I feel. That's a softball one. So go for it. Who you are, who you're playing, and what you were asked to steal last session.
You'd think that's a softball question.
I was going to say, he's not going to know.
I don't remember. I'm playing Morris Bream, aka Fish, who's the gang's hound, sniper extraordinaire, and a bit of an oddball. What did we steal? Do you know what? I know what I stole. I stole your heart, Paul.
You did steal my heart, but I'll give you a hint. It was from a morgue.
Yeah, I do remember what happened now. It was a body.
It was a body. It was a limited choice after I said
Yeah.
morgue, if I'm completely honest. But well done for the body.
Yeah,
A calculator. We stole a calculator. The morgue's the only place that had them. You didn't steal a body. Do you remember why you stole a body?
Yes, we were told by someone to bring it to them in like some sort of creepy castle place, and there was like, we weren't sure whether, you know, these people were actually deceased when we were doing this. There seemed to be some funky goings on, and then we eventually went to this place driven by what seemed to be like Lurch from Adam's Family, this silent, tall gentleman.
Well, too much of a recap. You're spoiling it for
Sorry.
Calm down.
I just suddenly remembered so much.
You know what? Next session, you can do the full recap all on your own, Cal.
No.
Okay, moving over to mine and your favourite robot American, Omni. Who you are playing, and what were the... You alright? Apologies, Loki has an opinion. What were the 3 items that the cultists used to perform their ritual?
Oh man.
This is not a softball question.
No, it isn't. It absolutely. We went
really
from what did
isn't.
you steal to detail the results or the methods of occult rituals that I'm barely grasping in this game system. Thanks, Paul. Hi everybody. I'm Omni. I'm playing Occam, who is the team's rigger, and the 3 items. God, I'm not going to be able to get all of them, but I remember one of them in particular because it was a freaking person who actually was depicted in a painting that we had been involved in stealing earlier on in the campaign. And we had never seen them before. It looked like they'd been kept in captivity for a long period of time. And they were sacrificed to bring in this horrifying demon.
You're not wrong. Do you remember the name of the person?
Man, Paul, I'm name blind in real life.
Did anybody remember the name of the person?
Emily.
In the portrait? It was Emily,
Emily.
yes. Well,
Thank you.
I just readjusted my camera because it's on a snap.
Can I guess the other items?
I can
Well, let's see.
contribute
Hold
one other.
on. Hold on. Let's see if Omni gets there.
Okay,
Excited.
so this isn't the other 2 items, but it is important that Occam stole something for his own purposes during the last session.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to tell us what that was?
Yes, Occam pilfered a spirit gem, specifically used in the construction of a hull.
Okay.
So
Nice.
keep an eye on that from the future.
Wonderful. Okay, Cal, can you try and guess the other 2 items? Are these serious guesses or not?
They are serious guesses.
Okay, go for it.
One of them was the doll that Fish touched. And the other one, I believe, was a key?
Close
Was it
enough. It was a
keys?
set of keys. Yes.
It was a
well
set of
done.
keys to the tailor's shop. that we
Excellent.
broke
Okay,
through.
let's go over to Neil. Tell us who you are playing, and let's see. What happened after the cultists performed their ritual?
Oh, okay. Well, I am Neil. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Baron Breckwell, who is the party spider. After we gave over the body and the cultists performed their ritual, a demon entity of some sort, I can't remember the exact type of demon, but a demon entity of some sort suddenly appeared. And I believe all the cultists died. I can't remember. That could be wrong. I think all the cultists died during the ritual, but then this demon appeared and said some stuff and then disappeared.
Effectively, yes. Do you remember what they said?
No, I cannot remember.
Absolutely fine. You are correct, though. All the cultists did die. What's your name? Jenna, do you remember what the demon said?
No, I don't remember
Ah,
that.
come on,
I was too
people.
busy
Okay.
being-
I do.
Oh,
I do.
oh,
I
I was going to say
actually
I was too busy being freaked out by
Yes,
the horror
honestly.
that was occurring. I was so freaked out.
Is anybody except for Cal who is going to properly redeem himself by giving a recap on everything
Yeah.
except for what I asked for? Do you remember what the demon was the demon of?
Fun.
An F word.
Feelings.
Fear. Yes, that's exactly right. Demon of fear. Okay, Cal, somehow redeeming himself. What did the demon say?
They wanted us. He, she, it, they wanted us to bring them the. I was gonna say Pointer Sisters, but that was a band from the 80s. The Dimmer Sisters.
Yes, that is correct. You're going to find out about the Dimmer sisters. Well done.
Remember now.
Right. Okay, so is that everybody's introductions?
Yeah.
I don't know if I said, but I play Rosetta, who is a whisper.
I couldn't remember if you said that. Was what was throwing me like.
No,
What
it's
kind of
just
word
like,
was
I
that?
don't remember.
I don't remember from asking a question. Oh well. So yeah, well done to everybody for giving me recaps of the questions I didn't ask. High five, probably, effectively.
I love how Cal remembered nothing, and then all of a sudden his brain remembered everything
Listen,
in accurate
It's
detail.
like a Windows 98 computer, right? It needs to warm up, okay?
I was going to make a Jimmy Neutron joke, but I guess that's slightly better, I suppose.
Get
a brain blast.
Ranger, that is a picture of Loki as I was trying to prep for today's session, refusing to leave my lab.
He's such a good boy.
But most of the session...
Mossy says, how did Cal remember? Because Morris spent most of the session under a sheet.
That is true.
Yeah.
I will say actually, the biggest horror was the nudity.
Yeah. I forgot about the nudity. If I'm honest, struck it from my mind with the rest of the trauma I've experienced. Cool. So yeah, that was a recap. Are we all ready?
Let's confront the demon of feelings.
Wonderful. Okay. Demon of feelings. Okay. All right. So, I need to get my session props. We have done downtime actions from last session off screen because it's not very entertaining, basically. But most of them have healed and reduced stress, with the exception of a couple who have had some clots. But the most important thing is, after last session, releasing the demon of fear on the unexpected streets of Dustfall, you are now a officially recognized gang. Congratulations! You've been promoted from not a gang to a gang, basically. You have chosen to become shadows because you steal everything that isn't nailed down. God damn it. It's tough. Do your homework. There's nothing I can do about that. Yes. And you've called yourselves the Night Hands. You've all collectively chosen. So yeah, you now have a bonus to any of your prowl things, and you can all work to improving the hideout that you have. I'm looking back. Give me a minute. I'll sort it. Alright. So, after a few days of releasing the demon, you all wake up unrested and haggard. The demon has not resurfaced, or as far as you are aware, has not made an impact on the city yet. Maybe the streets are a little bit darker. The contrast in the lights are a bit stronger. But so far, nothing outrageous has happened. You were expecting quite a bit to have happened. You know, the demon was quite large, and he'd be on a vengeful sort of mission. But, touchwood, all seems fine. Congratulations on getting away with that.
Oh, thanks.
You wake up one morning after not hearing anything from anybody. You kind of thought ideas would be flooding in at this point. But, you know, being promoted to a new gang, nothing's really happened. Except for this one. You have received 3 letters. And the one you have chosen to take note of today is a scroll, a silver scroll, from the prison. Iron Hook Prison. Its writing is incredibly uniform and precise. It's almost computer-like with how neat it is. You can tell it's been handwritten, basically because computers aren't really a thing. Typewriters are, but this is nothing like a typewriter. It does have perfect punctuation and grammar as well, so that is something you note. Now, I want to ask the 4 of you, who do we think is the most well-read and has the biggest, glossary or knowledge of words?
100% is Baron.
100%,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
I was going to say me or Occam, but yes.
I think...
Occam has a lot of technical knowledge.
Yeah, I think linguistics
So-
and okay.
I think is more Baron, but tell me otherwise if you disagree.
No,
if you want to say it's fish, you know.
Okay, so Baron, you're the one to read this. You know all the biggest words that they're using. Truth be told, a lot of the words are probably big and fancy for no reason other than being big and fancy. You kind of feel that this guy is talking a bit bigger than he really could be. Like, you could have used simple words.
Yeah.
The fact that they've chosen not to is just a choice rather than anything else. There is later, by the way. Danish, stop doing homework and look at the screen.
Yeah, Danish. God.
Effectively, this letter is inviting you to a meeting at Iron Hook Prison. It has no name, and no reason. But still, for whatever reason, you've all chosen. Now, you all know of Ironhook Prison because you've lived here long enough to know these things. You know, this place is where the worst of the worst criminals are kept hidden under lock and key. These criminals aren't like you or the other gangs. They have no code, they have no form, they have no respect for the game. These guys are bad because they are bad people rather than making it a career choice. Corrupt individuals unfit for the streets of Dustfall is how I've described them. Of course, with any corrupt system, occasionally undeserving people end up in Ironhook Prison. Now, it is worth noting there are no innocent people at Ironhook, truly innocent people. However, there may be some people serving time not fit for the punishment. These sort of people are didn't bribe or wasn't willing to bribe the cops, so they got sent there. They did pickpocket the wrong judge or did commit a crime, but they probably could have gotten away with it if they played the game correctly. If you've not committed a crime, you will not be sent to Ironhook Prison. You can be arrested still, and you know the Blue Coats are as corrupt as any other gang in the city. But you know there's a reasonable error here. They don't want to take up cells in maximum security for people who they could just give a slap on the wrist. Okay. Effectively, this is kind of where the score starts. This is where you would gather information. Now, this session is going to be a little bit different because you don't really know what you're preparing for. This is going to be a full session of a lot of flashbacks. Now, I am going to lower the consequence of flashbacks because I'm kind of expecting a lot and I don't want to have to give you 2 stress each time because that's unfair. But yeah, you have to try and find out as much information about the prison as you can before going, and then deal with whatever consequences of your meeting is.
I think we can take the 2 stress.
It'd be more than 5 flashbacks if you need it. So.
Okay, I changed my mind.
I say I can't afford 2 stress each time.
Well, one of Baron's allies is Salia, an information broker, so I would be certainly contacting them to try to see what I can learn that might help us.
Okay. Do you want that contact to give you information, or do you want it to influence the success of the score? And does anybody else have any other ways of gaining information or questions they may want to ask?
I do.
Okay. Do you want to say them out loud?
I have Vinny, who is a spy.
You do have Vinny, who is
and
a
I've
spy?
mentioned Vinny every single time.
You have?
In the hopes
Yes.
that he would have some form of use. He's a spy. Would he be able to watch? Well, have we been invited to this prison? Like
Yes.
we can go in. There's no issue.
You have been invited to the prison.
Oh, I was gonna see if Vinny can like monitor guard patterns and shifts, just in case something arises.
I would say that on the date of which you have been invited, there is a oddly larger number of guards than on any other day.
Okay.
And
that is as a result of Vinny's information.
That is as a result. Vinny has told you this. He
Vinny
said
was finally useful.
he was, yeah. Congratulations.
I'm happy.
I'm trying to include like friends and rivals more as we get deeper and deeper into sessions.
Yeah, you don't have to include my rival because they are a bastard.
Who is your rival? Oh, a bounty hunter. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, Bree,
Oh, yeah.
who's a bounty hunter. She is a bit of
Bastard, how'd you say?
a cad.
Baron, what do you think? Do you reckon your contact?
I'm gonna ask that they increase the chance of success in the score.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. And any other questions about the prison? Anything you want to know?
Is it nice?
No, not particularly, if I'm honest. just basic information that you don't need to roll for.
Is it big?
It's very old and it is very big. Yes.
Is it electrified? Does it have electricity in it?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a greater question. The fence around it is electrified, yes.
Okay.
And this is all basic. You can basically look at it and see. So
Yeah,
that's not
exactly. That's not like you could see power lines going into the building. That's kind of
Yeah.
My friend is Quellen, a witch.
A witch.
Might she know of any kind of occult type rumors about the prison as to whether there's any spooky happenings happening at the prison that might be a reason for us to be asked?
You guys are good at this game.
I'm going to ask you to roll something for that. Probably a tune.
A tune?
Which I still don't have the sound beneath for, and I'm very annoyed at myself for not doing.
It's alright, I can do it myself, it's fine. Yeah, I will roll a tune. I think I have
Really
a
hate
thing
the
for
dice
this
rollers working on this today.
So I have Ghost Mind. So if I'm gathering information about supernatural, I get an extra.
Yeah, 100%.
And a tune.
I like how my computer can be captions or live captions, as if I might want captions from a different day.
2 5s.
2 5s? That's not working for some reason. Oh no, they are. They're loading. Sorry, my bad. 2 5. So yes, you know that there are a lot of ghosts in the prison because a lot of people die there. Because some people are put there for life. The equipment isn't great. But also there is like symbols around the prison to prevent ghosts from getting into cells or certain areas. So they have a department in the prison that's dedicated to ghost control, basically.
Okay.
That's great. Because my next thing I was going to ask was, would it be possible to find out how often people die in the prison? But you've basically just answered that.
Relatively frequently.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah.
It has reduced over the last few years. They don't like killing people. It's bad for money because, as with most prison systems, they get more money with the more cells they have filled. Because privatization of prison systems is heavily flawed. It should not be the thing. So they don't like killing people. Also, it means if people do die, then the body collectors, whose names I've forgotten, come, and they don't really like busybodies looking around the prison.
Would it be possible to find out information about like key figures, like who's the warden of the prison that runs it, that kind of thing? Would that be public knowledge?
I was petrified you wasn't going to ask because I have that information. So yes, please roll, and please roll decently so I can tell people the law I've actually made.
What should I roll for this, do you think?
If you want to find out secretly, I think Prowl would work. If you don't care too much about that, then study or consort.
Okay, I have a 2 in consort, so I'm going to roll that.
None of the links are working.
I got a 4 and a 1.
Thank you very much for telling me that. A 4, yeah, a 4's pretty decent. You know that the commander of the guards, his name is Master Crockett. That's not even a name I've made up. That is legitimately who is in charge of this prison. I'm going to put it in chat for everyone
Well, if you named it, it'd be called George Prisonman.
Just wait till you find out the other names I've made up today. You know that the reputation he has is that he is unpleasant to work with. An unpleasant person in general. He does have a... Mossy, if you're not here, you don't get to mock the DM. That's cheating. He's unpleasant to work with, and generally unpleasant person. but not in the same way that some people might find the dock workers or the cultists. He just gives people the ick. It's part of his reputation. He does have a small pack of dogs that he effectively has a weird supernatural control over. It's not quite supernatural, but they do listen to his every command. With a 4, that's kind of all you know about them, but that's how he has control over the prison. His dogs are quite vicious and aggressive, and that's where his power comes from.
Speaking of dogs, BRB, by the way.
Okay. I have Lolly, you've had every hand. You are fully to blame for every NPC named today.
Okay, so knowing this, would it be reasonable for Baron to, before we go out to do the score, to get his hands on some lovely juicy bones full of marrow? That he could bring with him, hopefully surreptitiously, to this meeting.
What I will say is that it's an excellent opportunity. After you sort of prepped ahead of time, I don't really want to punish you for a flashback. You can, as an idea, but it will take up some of your equipment.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah. God. Jesus, that's perfectly reasonable. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, I will let you take Marrowbone, because that is now common knowledge and you rolled a 4, so I think that's absolutely fine. Yeah. Cool. Okay, any other questions?
No. I can't think of anything. What about you guys?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly drawing a blank here. I suspect Occam will do what he usually does, which is flashback and build something as we need it, rather than working in advance. Most of the known quantities I can't really help with here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of prep that Rosetta can do, really. It's
when
once you're in,
this
can she
mission, I was
talk
like,
to ghosts?
yeah.
I feel like Baron has done what he does best. He's after finding information about the score prior to going to try to prep, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
What I'm actually going to do is not roll for the score success yet, because there'll be a better time to do it later on.
Okay.
That's ominous.
Yes.
Very ominous.
It is. But you arrive to the prison. Quick question: do you want to go by a road or boat?
Boat.
I would like a boat.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Cool. You go by boat. Perfectly reasonable. There's a dock there. The prison is prepared for this. As you arrive at the prison, you do see it is tall rather than wide, and it's a circular sort of. If anyone knows what a panopticon is, I'm finally going to use it for my degree in film because that makes sense. But effectively, what it is giant circle, like a Colosseum type thing, singular tower in the middle. The idea is that a prison guard could be in the tower at any point, and because you never know when there is or isn't, you have to assume there always is. There is some like specific cell blocks and areas to the prison. The docks are actually surprisingly clean, certainly in comparison to the actual location of the docks. It seems that entrances and appearances is something that they like to keep up. On either side of you, you can see the two bridges that connect to Dunslow. I think that's how you pronounce that. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Dunslow. To the left is your Coleridge Bridge, and to the right is your Charhollow Bridge. Meeting you is a very typical guard. He takes your little boat, ties the boat thing to the dock. I don't know enough about boats. I assume they arrive. And he takes you up this sort of winding hill to the rest of the prison. At the rear entrance, because that's where you are, you do see a number of guards, all of whom are holding weapons, and a figure in the middle who is holding a pack of dogs in one hand. You do make the educated guess that this is the
Johnny Dogman.
The Dogman, yeah. Master Cocker.
George Prisonman.
George Prisonman. Nah, I'm not calling him that. Master Croc. If Blades gives me a name, I'm going to use their name most of the time.
I prefer yours, Paul.
It's not mine, it's chat's.
It's George Prism.
Yes, this gentleman is a weedy kind of man. He's quite small in stature. He has thick, greasy hair that's sort of done a comb over and has quite thick rimmed glasses. He's wearing a white shirt that is untucked and a tie that's quite loose with black trousers. He's also got leather gloves on that he's holding on to the two dogs. The two dogs, I'm not going to pick a dog breed because I don't want to, but they are big, kind of beastly, vulgar things. They are not what you might typically imagine a dog to be. Imagine sort of
Pomeranians.
Imagine if who did Nightmare Before Christmas?
Tim Curry.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Imagine not Tim Curry, although that would be a lot funnier.
That would be amazing.
Imagine if Tim Burton did Cerberus from the Greek mythology. It's sort of like that sort of creepiness. They're definitely not natural dogs. You can definitely tell that their DNA or their breeding has been altered in some way to make them vicious and bigger and more durable. Are you guys the Night Hands?
I assume that you are commander of the guards, Master Crockett.
Yes, don't you forget it. I'm in charge of the guards around here. Have you got your invitation? Yeah, seems to be in order. I guess it is you. Come on then. Suppose we ought to put you in the meeting room. Is she with you as well? Pointing to Rosetta.
Of course, she is an essential member of our crew.
Oh, you allow females, did you? Okay. Come on then.
I fucking.
I tell you what, dude is very lucky Christoph isn't here.
Yeah. Even Occam looks pissed about that, actually.
Yeah.
Like, literally just a little crink as he grabs one of his vials a little too hard.
I'm seriously holding my gun right now.
I won't lie. When I was making this character, I knew he'd be like this. Like, this is going to be the most hated NPC I've ever made, and I'm going to love it.
I hope you haven't been practicing this voice around the house, because poor Lolly.
Oh, hi, Lolly.
Hi, Lolly.
Lolly, are you in the kitchen, Lolly, like you should be? As a female.
As soon as he said leather gloves, I was picturing like one of the Nazi guy from Hello Hello. And the voice has really not helped.
He's wearing one leather glove.
He's just a Duskvalian incel. Let's be real.
Yeah,
That's what this guy is.
You know what? I did write the words greasy-haired incel. That is exactly his description. So
Nice.
well done. Right. Anyway, if we do resist, you should try and kill the prison guard immediately. Follow me. And he turns back, and his dogs sort of trot along. One of them is wagging their tail. He's only got two with him today, but he's like, yeah, having a good day. Cool. Everyone do sort of a look around check to see any details that you might be able to spot.
Okay.
Somebody ring the bell before we do.
Sorry, Paul. Would this be survey or study? Which would be the more appropriate?
So study, let's say study is looking at him specifically. Survey would be looking at the area.
Well, I want to get a scope of the area.
That's fine. What I am going to do while you all roll is try and get the dice to appear on screen. You know, like they should be.
Okay. Well, I got a 4 and a 2.
Wonderful.
I think I'm going to do a study because I want to look at him because he's
Same.
pissed me off.
5 and a 1 for surveying with.
Nice.
Hey, the dice have appeared.
Ugh, a 3.
Right. Okay, let's do survey first. Everyone who rolled a survey, tell me your numbers.
I got a 4 in survey.
Thank you. Everyone else roll survey.
And Fish got a 5.
Witchcraft
Nice.
5. You two roll search. Cool. So, survey-wise, it's quite a muddy bank. And a lot of the other guards roll their eyes at Master Crockett as well. You can sort of get the vibe of like, yeah, we don't like him either. Fair enough. He's not the most popular guy in charge, but he has his dogs, and they're mean. Other things you notice is the crackle of electricity in the fence. It glows with a sort of purple aura that shows it isn't your normal quote-unquote electricity. It's definitely electroplasm that is being shot through these. It's similar power to Occam's gun that he uses electroplasm to power. Other things you notice is that there isn't many lights on in the prison. What time of day do you guys want to arrive, by the way? It could be at any point. There's no real consequences except for descriptive.
Was there a specific... There wasn't a specific rendezvous time, was there?
I'm going to kind of let you guys decide what that was now.
I'm going to say, will we say 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's getting late, but it's not too late?
Yeah.
It's a lovely time.
That's kind of time
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah. It's a night. Yeah, civilized.
Dusk. Yeah.
Yes, exactly dusk.
Also, I want to say, not that anybody reminded me this time, but I know I haven't done loadouts. I'll do that when I roll the success of the score. Okay? I had forgotten. That isn't why I didn't do it. Cool. So dusk. The sun is setting wherever the sun is setting, basically. But you see not many lights. Yes, that's where the sun's at. I was going to say behind the prison, but I was like, I don't know where west is in the map, so it could be anywhere.
Yes.
Yes, the night hands appear in the midday of the day. Makes sense. The sun is slowly setting. You see a sort of purple and oranginess in the lining the sky, and it does sort of remind you of the same purple that electroplasm gives off as well. The lights are slowly coming on in the prison, but there is certainly less than you would think. Like it's quite a dark, foreboding silhouette against the dimness of the sky, but still bright enough to grow. Those who rolled study, so Occam and Rosetta. You notice about the person. He walks with let's call it a limp on his left foot, which is where the dog that is wagging its tail is. That's on his left-hand side. You also notice that his trousers are tucked into his socks, and you can see the whiteness against the black trousers with his thick workman's boots. That's kind of what you notice so far. You do. Wait, hold on. I don't even know what you rolled. Or is that an offer? What did you roll?
Threes.
Three.
So not enough to see the tattoo of Andrew Tate that he's got on his calf.
In which case, that is pretty much all you see. If you rolled higher, I can give you more, but you didn't, because of choices you made. Cool.
Choices we make.
Yeah, you chose to roll poorly on your dice. Silly deeds. Yes, so he walks in, and the left-hand side dog is sort of walking along, and the right-hand dog is very stoic and mean, and takes each foot with purpose. The right-hand dog as well, the meaner of the two, is looking around constantly, whereas the left-hand dog is just looking at Master Crockett quite a bit. Okay. Cool. Right. This way to the meeting room. If you'd like to follow me, the person who invited you here today wants a word.
I think I'd like to follow him. I guess that's what we're doing.
Fish is going to keep his distance from this just absolute creature.
He takes you past several cell blocks, and in these cell blocks you do see all manner of criminals. Some are just relaxing and reading, and some are sort of clawing at the doors, and you can hear screams and yells of various degrees. Some are weirdly disfigured in terms of how long their limbs are as well, and these people try and reach through the bars towards you. I want you all to tell me or roll something to react to that sort of thing of a criminal who is completely naked with scars and tattoos all over his body, his limbs being slightly longer than they really should be, suddenly reaching out to grab you. Let's go around. Baron, how would you react?
I'm gonna study. Okay.
Hmm?
So I rolled a 3.
Okay. You notice these scars seem to be almost tally marks. It reminds you of people you've heard doing it for each kill that they've had.
Okay.
There's also a tattoo of a cult symbol on his palm. Rosetta, how do you react?
I feel like Rosetta wouldn't react to it at all. I think
Absolutely
she just
valid,
walked past them. Yeah.
That's the truth. Roll something then to see how well you keep your poker face.
Oh god. I don't even know what that would be. I guess maybe. I guess finesse probably. Yeah. We'll do finesse. I have 2 in finesse, so that's a good one. Let's have a look. A 6.
Nice.
Beautiful. Very, very nice. So, yeah, he tries to scare you, and your utter unreaction to him kind of makes him angrier and more revolted by your presence. So he tries to claw at you even more. While the guards that is walking alongside you whacks him with the butt end of his gun. Arkham, how do you react?
I'm gonna actually try to attune. If they seem unnatural, Occam's wondering if they've been altered in some sort of way, either with Sparkcraft or the Arcane.
Okay.
Might not be a whisper, but he can at least study those things.
No, 100%. Roll for me.
Probably not.
You using purely common sense to some degree, your knowledge of this, can tell he is not human. He may have once been human, but he no longer could be considered human. He is something other at this point.
Okay.
Morris, how do you react?
I think he would try and outweird him. I think he would have his sock puppet on and just be go to kiss their hand and be charmed.
Roll for that, buddy.
With the sock puppet, not him kissing it. The sock puppet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, I have no idea what the hell that would be.
Consort?
Yeah, let's go consort. Yeah, the sock puppet is gonna consort them. So I mean, it doesn't bode well for the rolling, but for the lore, it makes sense. So what's that? 2 in the lower, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But you're doing this with disadvantage.
Yeah, so that's 2.
Okay, so
Charmed.
he grabs your hand with a 2, and doesn't fully understand that this sock puppet is just sock puppet. There isn't a real thing.
It's like a posh character. It's got a little top hat on and a monocle.
Oh, in which case, then he must be completely convinced.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes to bite the eye of your sock puppet.
Oh no!
Which
Please.
happens to be where one of your fingers is.
Oh shit!
How much
gonna
harm
say, is that-
do you currently have?
Is that the
I'm
eye that
charmed.
you got from the spooky doll?
I've got no harm at the moment, but I got a strange feeling in my back.
I've got a strange feeling you are as well. Take 1 harm. You are now missing up to about there on your index finger.
Oh fucking hell! You bastard! Says Fish for real.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, you do see on let's call it a plaque. This gentleman is only referred to as the Golem. You continue walking down through various corridors. Nothing else eventful happens until you reach a door at the end of a corridor, and on this door it says interrogation room. Right. This is where you will be. Please don't make it messy. And maybe you should take your shoes off when you enter. You look at Morris at this particular point.
He says that to Morris while he's bleeding from the finger that's just been bitten up. Sorry, my friend. Perhaps you could bandage me up before you bugger off, as it were.
No, you'll have to ask the man inside for that.
Okay. Thank you. It's been an absolute delight, and not at all incelly.
Right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Pleasure.
And he walks off. Two
Right.
guards, you notice, stand guard at the door.
Occam makes a distinctly Dagger Isles gesture of significant displeasure at his walking away, which may or may not involve two fingers pointing outwards.
And Fish will just look around at everyone and just go, well, he was a prick.
You hear one of the guards chuckle, especially at Occam.
This guy gets it.
He
knows
quickly
how it is.
straightens up and goes,
I saw you, mate. You can't hide it from me.
whenever you are ready to enter the interrogation room. Who goes
We
first?
need to know what our load is for the day, by the way.
Not yet, you don't know.
Okay.
I will walk into the room first, but as we do, I want to grab Fish by his mangled hand, so I get blood on my hand, and I'm going to make sure to just leave blood over everything I touch.
Is that on the inside or on the outside as well?
Both.
Okay.
I want to make it as messy as possible.
I will
Seeing
say
you do something so strange, Fish suddenly looks at you quite more admiringly than he ever has.
I will say, at least at the outside, one of the guards at the door does stop you from doing that.
Okay.
Boo.
Inside. I'm still doing it inside. I've got blood.
Yeah,
on my
that's
hand
absolutely
now. I'm
fine.
good
It's
to
like
go.
if you want to enter the room, that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, as I go,
The guards aren't
I
in
might
charge.
I might draw something rude in blood on the wall.
Shall we see who
like
else is inside the room before you just start
No,
writing?
I'm just going to
cryptic
draw a
messages?
penis. I'm just going to draw a penis on the wall
Yeah,
of blood.
yeah.
For a good time, call Master Crockett.
An unpleasant time, more like.
Okay. So
Talk
Rosette's
about
going in first.
incel.
And just starts
Hey!
Oh god.
Well done.
Boo.
Sorry, way too long to say.
So Rosetta's going in first, starts drawing penises on the wall. They're ignoring the two gentlemen that are in there. Who else
Yeah.
is going in? Who's going next?
Occam, I suppose.
Rosetta couldn't give less of a shit who's in that room.
I figure since our big boy isn't here, Occam is as close to the big guy as we're gonna have, considering the arsenal. So he'll step in through the door and stand to the immediate right of it, just to make sure if anyone comes in or out, they have to go past Occam first.
Baron is going in immediately behind Occam.
Okay.
And then Fish, but before he goes in, he's going to poke his little sock puppet around the corner. Just be like, hello there! And then walk in as Fish.
There are two gentlemen in the room. There's a table. One gentleman is sitting next to it. The second gentleman is sitting in a corner. And there are 4 seats. Actually, there's 5 seats. You don't know. Mossy can't make it. There are 5 seats on the other end. The gentleman sitting at the table says nothing as Rosetta continues to draw penises in somebody else's blood on the walls.
Nice.
This is kind of an average day, apparently. The rest of you, paying more attention to what is in the room, see that he is a bold gentleman with a thick beard, kind of like myself, actually, coincidentally. And
Red
his-
shirt and green
Yeah,
headphones.
That's my 2 good finger salute. There you go. He's wearing a black shirt, I'll have you know. A
Nice,
couple of
nice
buttons
last
undone.
minute change.
And he's filing his nails with a little nail file. The gentleman in the corner, however, is far less distinguished. He has the teardrop tattoo on his eye, and he's missing a large chunk of his nose, specifically the bit in the middle. He's missing several teeth and has patches of beard rather than a full one. He is sharpening a blade with a blade sharpener. The person at the table. Hello, and thank you for attending the meeting I called you here today. I understand it was cryptic, and not everybody would have responded so quickly, so I appreciate that. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Capo Castle. I'm going to copy and paste Capo.
Sorry, Paul. Which guy is this talking? The guy sharpening the blade or the other guy?
Sorry, it's the other guy, the guy at the table.
Okay, so this is the guy who's the bald guy with the thick beard.
Yes, him.
Okay.
The guy in the corner will not talk for this entire session. He's there as muscle.
Yes.
So, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Capo Castle. I run this facility of ours. I hope you are all doing well. And I hope Crockett wasn't too an unpleasant conversation to have.
You maybe should have informed him that there was a woman in this gang. It seems he was quite perturbed by it.
Ah, yes. Well, he is not used to being around women. He isn't used to being around people he can't control. I apologize on his behalf. I've attempted to rehabilitate him, but you can't teach a twat new tricks.
Oh, yeah, that famous saying, yeah.
Yes.
I've heard that, yeah.
Some of you may not know who I am. I am an inmate here, although that would be disingenuous to describe my role inside these walls. I am what some people may call a kingpin. Am I correct that I'm speaking to the Night Hands? Releases of the Demon of Fear.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. So, you have experience in stealing, smuggling, and the occult.
All of the above.
And you're new on the scene, looking to make a name for yourself without getting into too much trouble.
Officially new on the scene.
Grand. Now, nothing happens inside these walls without my say-so. Crockett, for all outside appearances, is the man in charge, but I have enough on him that he won't step out of bounds. Too far, you understand. And again, he nods towards Rosetta. What I have on that man would further ruin all that he has worked for. My apologies. I haven't offered you a drink. Can I get you anything?
I've heard of that toilet wine. Can I try some of that? I've always fancied some of that.
Of course. Yes. The rest of you?
A glass of water is fine.
Indeed. I will have water.
And for the lady?
Take a gin, thank you.
Nice.
Would you mind restraining yourself from drawing cocks on the wall of this room?
I will now, yes.
Thank you. I have met many people tempted to continue that in response to Crockett, but I assure you, he is not as comfortable here as he would have you believe. There's a knock on the door. Enter. Person comes in holding a tray with 4 drinks. The guard passes the toilet water to Morris, and the drinks to the rest of you as well. Are you all taking a seat, or have you all remained standing, by the way?
Oh, Baron immediately sat down at the table in front of these 2 gentlemen.
I lean against the wall, one leg up against it.
Rosetta sits down next to Baron.
Malcolm will continue to stand by the door. You have muscle. I'll be as close as we can get right now.
As I said, thank you for meeting with me. I trust that nothing I say here leaves this room.
Aye.
My consortium in here has found something that I do not believe should stay in Dustfall. Luckily, they did not know what they unearthed in the mines. They brought it to me to garner favor. The right people took a look at it, and I discovered it to be too dangerous to be falling into the hands of anybody. I want you to take it today, get it out of this building, and outside of this city. Nobody is to know that you have it, that I have given it to you. And I'm afraid I will not be able to tell you what it is.
You see, that's where I've got a bit of an issue. As he leans forward from the wall. How are we supposed to protect something that we don't know what it is?
How are we supposed to know what to take if we don't know what we're taking?
Yes.
For all that you will know, it is a parcel. A larger parcel than we can mail for certain, and I don't trust the people here. Even my closest allies would use this item for their own advantage. I am in control because of fear and violence. This item may persuade others that they could overthrow what I have worked hard to build. Most gangs outside of these walls would also use it to their own advantage. I'm hoping new kids on the block, so to speak, might want to gain a favor with me and trust in what I am telling you.
Right, so you say that you want to put trust in us because we're new. Why should we put trust in you?
Because I'm giving you an item that could level this city to the ground, if used inappropriately.
That raises Occam's eyebrow at hearing that.
And Fish will look over at Occam and nod, knowing that he would be interested in
Yeah.
information like, yeah, that.
Do you have some means of containment for such a dangerous thing?
Yes. It's a box that, what are they called?
A box?
Yeah, it is inside a box that was made by the best carpenters and bewitched by the best occult leaders that I could find on short notice with the sources that I have. They assure me that its power will remain inside as long as it is not opened.
So, as long as we keep this parcel contained inside the ark in which it is stored, it should be okay, yes?
That is right, but even with all my power, any parcels I send out of here are checked, and
No.
it would bring up questions.
Which is why you wanted to enter a covenant, if you will, with us to remove it.
Precisely. I was able to secure this meeting without telling them what it was for.
Of course.
Even other
Approximate-
inmates don't know what this is. Only myself and the gentleman in the choir.
Approximately how large is this? If we have to transport it, we must know.
You would be able to carry it, but not hide it on your person.
Of course.
Is it waterproof?
I don't know. I've never put it in water. I don't have a pond in my cell yet. They're building it, but it's not quite finished.
How accessible must it be?
The pond?
No, the object. We are removing it. Do you have a place in particular to take it to, or are you asking us to hide it outside the city?
The first step is to get it out of this building. It will effectively be safe until you choose to take it out of the city. How you do that, I'm afraid I don't have any ideas. I don't deal with things leaving the city, I deal with things within these walls. As far as I'm aware, nobody will know you have it. It will effectively be safe at your hideout. Except for the fact that you'll have a city-destroying weapon of mass destruction next to where you sleep.
Baron looked at Occam.
Can I ask?
Occam's
we
eyes are
We kind of already
complete-
have that.
Yeah. Occam's eyes are narrowed all the way down. Like, he has the same exact look when he's making something that he actually can't fuck up. Like, he'll laugh when he's making crazy shit like guillotine all day long. Dangerous as it is, who cares? This is like a bomb. This is like a bomb diffuser looking at the red and the black wire. Like, he's dialed 110% in this conversation.
Now, I've explained what this parcel is. I hope you understand why I cannot trust anybody. I don't honestly think I can trust you, but the lesser of two evils and the devil you don't know. In this scenario, it's better.
Well, I suppose. Sorry, Rosetta, yes?
I was just going to say, I mean, you don't have to trust us, but hopefully you can trust from our actions so far that we have no wish to destroy
No.
people or the city. So
Yes,
we don't
I
have interest in that.
researched the items that you have stolen and the people who have been harmed or lack of harm that you have done. I was impressed. Most newcomers come in hard and fast in the violence department.
We prefer to be more subtle.
That is what I am banking on. And with the exception of releasing the demon of fear, which so far
That was not in any way a direct action on our part. We were hired to do a job which had other consequences, like this job, of course.
Interestingly, your lack of asking questions during that debacle is also why I've hired you.
That makes us want to ask more questions. Did you realise that?
Well, I mean, we've been told everything that is important for this job, you know. We must essentially ensure that this Ark of our Covenant is securely and safely removed from the building.
You say that it's the most important questions have been asked, but I think I've got the most important question of all. If you don't mind me asking this, what's in it for us?
A fair question. Aside from preventing the destruction of the city, I will pay you handsomely for getting this out.
How much?
Well, let's see how well you do it first.
Oh, it's like that, right?
Also, you will be able to call upon me for one favor at any time of your choosing.
Oh, now favours go a long way in this city.
Yes, they
I
do.
would, if it is within my power, my considerable power, I will do what I can to help.
You have more influence beyond these walls. Is that right?
My influence reaches beyond this island, yes.
Ha! You have a deal. He'll jump forward and shake his hand. But with his one that's missing a finger and it's a bit messed up.
In which case, he definitely does not reach towards it.
Where in the building is this parcel located?
Turns to the gentleman in the corner. Elias, if you may. Elias reaches under his chair. A parcel has been there this entire time. It's basically a brown paper package wrapped up in, bow. It looks unbelievably unassuming. Mm-hmm. It could be a large parcel that you might deliver for Christmas. It doesn't look dangerous. It looks like a parcel.
Can I smell it?
I cannot stop you.
I will smell it.
Okay. It smells like a brown paper parcel.
What do I smell?
A brown paper parcel. I don't know what you were expecting to smell. Bananas and raspberries, it smells of nothing.
He turns to the others and says, "Smells like bag."
If anything, it smells slightly dusty because
smells of dusty bag.
Yeah. Now, I can help you in some extent to get out of here, of course. But if you are seen with this item by a certain governor of the guards, you'll have to convince him to not take it off you and check.
If the governor of the guards were to come to an unfortunate end, would that be an issue for you, sir?
It would, yes. Not only would you have people come and check the body and perhaps investigate the prison, but the dirt I have on Master Crockett is strong enough that he dare not challenge me and my control over this prison.
Can I?
Yeah.
Sorry, Baron. Do you mind if I just jump? It's just a quick thought. Would it not be worth giving us that dirt, so we too can use that against him should the need arise?
I'm not willing to part with that information at this time.
Understandable. Information is power. Baron knows that better than anyone.
Yes, of course, sir. Of course. We will be sure to get this parcel out as quickly and as subtly as we can.
Last chance for questions.
Cool. Crunch time.
Might we? Obviously, your influence inside this building is immensely strong, but it extends further out. Might we know some of your associates on the outside? It would help us to know if we need to try to get information to you or any such thing, especially as we are trying to move this item out of the city,
A fair plan. However, I don't want too many of my associates in on this, and I don't want it connected to me too much. If you do something that I need to know about, trust that I will learn of it. Even things on the outside do not happen without my knowledge.
Of course, of course.
One more question for you, good sir. Is dogs, how loyal? Are they both loyal? If one of them didn't seem completely in tune with him. How loyal are these dogs?
All of Master Crockett's dogs are incredibly loyal, as far as I'm aware. However, not all of Master Crockett's dogs are his. Without revealing too much, this is the DM speaking more than him. A memory of a certain award may help you with this information.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you, and neither is the character, mostly because he might not know.
So Jenna just look away there, making a quick note.
Like, that's great. One moment. Thank you. I will bid your leave. Master Crockett has been told not to come and collect you, so you can leave of your own accord.
Cheers for the toilet wine.
He goes to stand up and shake everyone's hands, and at that moment, the light turns off. The backup lighting of a blue radiant light strips across the top of the room come on, and you can see he is very confused. He doesn't understand why the lights have just turned off. Elias in the corner immediately stands up and sheaths his blade. And an alarm begins to blare. Very loud, very disturbing. Worse than any fire alarm. It is definitely not something not worth noting. Elias, find out what's happened. Elias opened the door. The two guards that were standing there are now dead on the floor. Worse yet, no bell has sounded.
Oh.
And we're going to end there with a little break for YouTubers. That is where that session ends, I'm afraid. Have a wonderful time. Thank you very much for watching the video. Give us a like, subscribe, and a comment down below. Let us know what you think of this session, unless you didn't like it, in which case keep it to yourself, you weirdos. We will see you next time. Bye.
Laters.